What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today you join me on a lovely sunny Saturday with another viewer's car. This is Finn's VW Polo GTI from 2024. And Finn is 20 years old and this is his second car. How cool is that? I mean, at 20, oh my god, I would have killed for this. Super cool, Finn, very nice car. Today I'm going to show you around it. We'll take a look at the spec quickly, do a lap around it, and then take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, if you have a cool car you want us to feature on our channel, send us a message on Instagram or an email to the address on screen right now, and maybe your car will be next. So let's have a look at the Polo. This is a facelift model. We never covered that, so we thought let's have a look. Of course, the Polo kept creeping up to the Golf GTI, its bigger brother, now also with the engine, the 2-liter EA 888, but also things like the front bumper, the red bar running across the front grille with the LED strip underneath that as well, and this honey grade thing that you see on the Golf as well. It even has the same logo now, of course, but it's a very nice little hot hatch, a smaller version, but amazing for a 20-year-old. It does have some very good tires, so we've got Michelin Pilot Sport 5s on the GTI wheels, behind that GTI brakes with a little red caliper. The GTI sits lower, of course, as standard, but Finn lowered it even more. I think he said 35 millimeters, which is a lot. GTI logo on the side there. We've got a Maxton design rear spoiler, which is still on there after an Autobahn run, so that's good. We've got a little dual exit exhaust, new rear lights and front lights, of course, for the facelift, so you get these IQ light, what is that, like LED matrix things on it for the facelift. Engine wise, we've got the EA 888, as I said, 207 horsepower, 320 newton meters of torque. I think it's 7 horsepower more than before. And we've got an APR open intake here, which sounds very nice. It's super loud, actually. Of course, exhausts are not really that loud anymore, and legally you can't really change anything about that in Germany. So this is a cool upgrade. Torque, 320 newton meters is available from 1500 RPM, so very, very early. So inside you also get a little GTI plaque on the door sill there, and of course GTI seats with a nice print, cloth seats, but very nice and supportive for a Polo. It's a good sport seat, I think, and you get a GTI steering wheel with some pedals. Well, these are pedal extenders that Finn did. Rest of the interior, I mean, for like this class of car, I think this is very, very good. It looks good. It looks pretty expensive. Like if you just ignore this bit and this and all this sort of cheaper stuff, if you just look at the dials and the screen and the climate stuff and this all looks really good for this class of car, I think. We also have regular buttons on the steering wheel. VW didn't go berserk with touch stuff and haptic feedback buttons on the Polo GTI, which is great. We've got a DSG gearbox as standard, no manual available with this Polo, unfortunately, anymore, but I think most people went for DSG anyway. Turn off traction control. I think you cannot turn it off all the way, so you only get ESC Sport. Doesn't really matter how long I keep it pressed. That's the only thing it does, I think. See, now it turns on again. So you cannot turn it off all the way. And hello? Now it doesn't work at all. What the hell? There we go. So don't hold it for too long, because then it goes away altogether. So ESC Sport and the DSG, I mean, you can feel that it's noticeably less sharp than in a Golf GTI. and you can hear that intake I was talking about. It is super loud, and I do quite like that, because you still get some feedback from what is happening with your inputs. That's not bad actually. Pilot Sport 5's doing their job, and we've got an XDF diff, basically electronic system that mimics or simulates a limited slip diff by braking the wheels. So it's not a real limited slip diff system, but it kind of gives you the idea. It doesn't really work that well on the limit, but if you stay a little bit below the limit, it actually works pretty well. But this idea, the hot hatch in general, this is a 2024 car. Back then, it kind of lost all its competitors. I mean, Peugeot 208 GTI, Ford Fiesta ST, what is it, Hyundai i20N. These cars already like started disappearing back then. Launch control. 6.5 seconds. I messed it up there with the shift. Thought it was going to hit the rev limiter for too long there. But it didn't really have any competitors anymore. And for this class of car, it is very, very good, because it's relatively spacious, practical, quick, well built. You've got great options. You've got like a good layout on the interior. It feels more expensive than it actually is. Well, I have to, say at the German price, it's a good car. It's like 35, 34 in the Netherlands because of CO2 dependent taxes, and in other countries as well. This is like 48 or something like that, 46. Well, it was in 2024. So that's also why we see a lot of the viewers that bring us Polo GTIs are quite young. Finn as well, as I said, is 20 years old. And maybe that's also the reason the traction control doesn't go off all the way, because VW is trying to protect their relatively young customer base. But as a second car, this is incredible, let's be honest. But before we hit the Autobahn, I want to tell you about Petrol Vibes. This is their newest edition, a neon track silhouette, basically, with all the numbers and names of corners, the different sectors. It looks absolutely amazing here in our workshop. They still also have the regular wall art car silhouettes, the 2mm thick steel that has been laser cut. Their designs are just gorgeous, and you can also submit your own car to their website and they will make a custom silhouette of your car with all your accessories, your modifications. It looks absolutely insane. We've had one made of a Toyota Supra recently, and it is just gorgeous. We've got a lot of BMWs here in the workshop. We've got a couple of cool cars up in the sim room as well. And if you want one of these things, perfect gift for yourself or any other petrol head, make sure you check out Petrol Vibes and use code AUTOTOPNL10 for a 10% discount. Enjoy the video. So, I do quite like the power steering. For an electric system, which I'm assuming this is, it actually gives great feedback and it's quite nice and beefy. You can feel pretty well what the wheels are doing, which is great. So, onto the Autobahn, top speed is 240 kilometers an hour. Let's see if we can get near that. 100 to 200, we actually were quite a bit faster than the pre-facelift car. So we did 20.5 seconds, which is around 2 seconds quicker than the pre-facelift, which is very impressive. So 235. We don't have adjustable dampers or anything like that, right? No. Okay, so we have that Maxton design spoiler at the rear, it might actually hamper the top speed a little bit. And you can also see the spoiler vibrating at higher speeds. It takes quite a while to reach top speed. I think we did 230 GPS actually, 243 on the speedo. So it might have something to do with the spoiler, I don't know. It might be the cold air intake. 238, 239, 40. I will say though, for such a small car, at 240, this is not bad. Like, feels good, insulation wise, and suspension is okay. You know, even though it's been lowered. 241, yeah, I'm just going to abort. We're going to turn around. We did 243, I think was the max speed that we did. I mean, it does handle quite well. On the limit, I mean, that is pretty impressive. The level of grip is very good, and it doesn't understeer as quickly as I expected. You do need to select the correct gear because the ratios are a bit strange. Brakes also feel good, pedal feels good, feels firm. And I just did a braking from 240 to 120, something like that. So that's pretty good. All in all, a pretty solid, decent car. Let me rephrase that. If you're 20, holy shit, you've got a freaking supercar. Really nice. Thank you, Finn, for coming. Thank you for letting us have a go. Hope you enjoyed watching your car on our channel. To you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as well. You can subscribe by clicking the big button. Check out the video on the right or the playlist on the left. And we'll see you at the next one. Bye.